Hi everyone. Yeah, so I'm coming to you today to talk about part two on my truth. Um, Last time I talked to you about how my family dealt with me coming out and everything, and it's good, going good so far. What I'm coming today to talk about on it is like other people, society. Now, dealing with society is harder than dealing with your parents. Because for me, I don't know about everybody else, but this is for me. Because at the end of the day, society does not know how to deal with some knowing about someone's lifestyle. Society is so selfish because they want to live their lives and they want to live someone else's as well, which is totally bad. I don't know on how people could do that, but I never did it in my life. And I will never start now. Because at the end of the day, people should be allowed to live their lives. That's what God gave us. He gave us choice, right? But people are vexed about our choices and they want to lash out and they want to commit an act of violence towards our decisions in life. And I don't see why. I really don't. Because me being gay and being a transgender, I don't see what I'm doing wrong. To you. To you. Because my lifestyle isn't affecting you. You are not suffering a repercussion from my lifestyle at all. You aren't being abused by it. You are not being threatened by it. You are not being anything, right? Most problems which I get is from men. I get problems from men most of the times because some guys maybe get attracted to me and then when they find out they get vexed. No, you can't get vexed, honey. Because at the end of the day, you have to understand something. I wasn't going to be attracted to you in the first place, right? On the second note about it is that what is the reason are you really getting upset? The fact that you were attracted to a guy or the fact that you are attracted to a guy that you thought is looking better than your woman, your ex-woman or whoever you was with? Is that the reason? Well, let me be the one to clear this up. As long as you're a man and you know your sexuality, you should not have a problem with anyone out there, whether it's gay, and this goes out to men and women, to the straight society. If you know your sexuality and you know that you like as a woman you like men and as a man you like women, well honey, all power to you with that. But at the end of the day, you cannot condemn a person based on his lifestyle. These religious people love to judge people and love to judge and say, oh, this one and this one doing bad and this one doing wrong and this one doing that and this one doing the other. Okay, I want to speak about that. What is the thing that God said that stands out throughout the whole Bible? Thou shalt not judge. You judging me, but don't want to be judged on what you're doing. You don't want people to tell you that you're committing adultery. You don't want people to tell you that you had sex before your time, before you were married. You don't want people to judge you as a 15-year-old girl that had, or a 14-year-old or a 13-year-old girl that had a child. You don't want people to judge you for that. All right? But you want to judge a gay person. Why is that fair? You don't want people to judge you. You don't want your parents to judge you. Why? because you're married, you're with a girl who has a child, or you don't want, you judging a man based on he has a child, and you don't see him fit for your daughter. You don't want nobody to judge you, but you want to judge me, right? The only thing I am dealing with right now that it's kind of sometimes affect me, sometimes, keyword sometimes, is that my brother has a son, which is my nephew, and I'm not allowed to see him. I'm not, based on my lifestyle, which I find ironically stupid. Here's why. Because isn't he going to get big? And the same thing you were trying to prevent could possibly happen. So what if he grows up with the lack of the knowledge that you preventing him from knowing, which I could teach him and showed him, well, this is my life. You don't have to make it yours. But at the end of the day, this is mine. And you preventing me from seeing him. And thinking you're protecting him. But it's a small world out here. And whatever you are preventing him from knowing is that self he could end up knowing. So, what are you really doing? You're spiting me. And which is wrong. Which is so evil. And you might think it's as a good thing because you're blinded by maternal instinct. Your maternal instinct is kicking in and telling you to protect your son from me. Which is so disrespectful. Like if you know that I will try to brainwash your child into being someone like me. I don't understand. So, my messages out to people is that stop judging. Stop judging without knowing. Stop judging without understanding. Not everyone is the same. You might meet a bunch of homosexuals that are committing acts, that are committing maybe street workers or whatever they are doing, and you think that is bad, whatever, that's their life. There are straight people out there that are doing the same damn thing, and you're not condemning them. But when a gay person does it, it's terrible. It's terrible. You need to wash your hand off of it. Okay? Your men disgust me because at the end of the day, you'll run to a prostitute, a woman, a real woman. And then when you see a transgender prostitute or whatever the case may be, you're quick to bust her head and all kind of stuff. No, sweetie. Both of them are doing the same wrong. Same wrong. And the same way the religious leaders and them always go in like Jehovah's Witness, door to door. Why to go street to street and talk to the prostitutes on the road? Why to go in Laventille and go in all other places and talk to these gang leaders and gang people? Speak to them about that. Because they are the ones who are turning this country into something that is totally not. They are affecting the country. They are making people frightened to come here because of crime. But yet people still come because at the end of the day, they take risk. That's what life is. Life is a big risk. And life is all about knowledge. When we learn, we grow. And this country being ignorant towards gays and non-tolerant towards it, that is not growing. That is stunt. Y'all like grammar zone, so they like throw and they never grow back again. That's what it is. So try to not be that and try to grow. Right? To my Facebook people, I I just want you all to know that I'm not doing this to offend anyone. So I hope no one is being offended by this. I just want people to know me and to understand me. That's all. I don't want nobody to accept me. I never ask anyone to do that. What I ask is for people to just acknowledge and know and understand, and that I am a human being just like you. I have feelings, and if you're a human being, you will learn. You'll try to understand, walk a mile in my shoes. Because going through stigma and people calling you names every day, that's not a thing that you want. It's not something that should happen in the first place. Because what am I doing to affect you? For you to bully me. It just needs to stop. And it starts with you. Stop judging. Stop being negative. Stop being ignorant. And open your mind to knowledge. And understand that the gay, lesbian, transgender society isn't going anywhere. And they are not doing anything to offend you. So please stop it. I beg you. Thank you for listening to this message, and I hope it really does have an impact on your life. Have a blessed Sunday. Enjoy. Bye.